Well, a stalwart of the Manx music scene is Marilyn Cannell, who's with us here up at Government House. And wow, picked a great day for it because your event's outside. But
yes.
How was it when you found you got the BEM?
Well, it was quite a surprise. The governor just rang me up and we did a little bit of small talk, and then he said, "Marilyn, sit down." So, no, it was a surprise.
Tell us about what you do. I mean, because I say you have been involved in the music scene here for so long.
Well, it's music and the community of Kirkmichael where I live. Mm. But music has just been in my family since I was born. As far as I can remember, the family were singing in churches or concerts or Eisteddfods or the Guild. Mm-hmm. And because I played the piano and had been to piano lessons from about the age of about 7.
7?
I migrated to the piano stool.
And they wanted you
accompanied.
Yes, yeah.
Mostly family to start with.
Oh, yeah. So what sort of involvement have you had with I'll try that again. With which groups have you been involved in?
Which groups? I played for various choirs.
Mm-hmm.
I played with the St John's WI choir. I was accompanist of the Gilbert and Sullivan Society. I was a musical director of the Peel Pantaloons for a few years.
Oh, lovely.
And at present I'm a musical director of Cloyderin, which is the arts theatre group in the north of the island.
So being recognised like this, as pretty amazing, isn't it?
Yes, but I do most of it for pleasure.
Yeah,
it's my hobby. There came a stage when in my teens, was I going to seriously go in for music, and I decided no. Mm. It was going to be my hobby.
So I'm guessing you're one of these people behind the scenes all the time. You're very happy just to watch everyone else on the stage and sing their hearts out, or do you sing a bit as well?
Well, I do a bit on the stage, as well. But I always say an accompanist, people shouldn't notice an accompanist, mm-hmm. because it is the singer or the soloist or whoever you're there to support them, help them if they go wrong, and just be in the background. And
it is a big job, isn't it? Because you've got to keep the tempo up, or you've got to get them in the right notes.
It is important. You have to learn to be able to skip notes and skip music and skip pages sometimes. But most of the time it's good fun as well. And I played for some wonderful singers. I was the official accompanist 25 years.
Wow. So
I played for most of the good singers on the island, and also some of the children, which I love playing for. I was a Sunday school teacher and a primary school teacher, so I was always playing for children. Mm. And that's how I think I got in, or why I was asked if I would be willing to be an accompanist, because they'd seen me playing and accompanying children. And that's an art in itself, because you never know what they're going to do.
You said you're very much involved in the community because you're here with your husband, of course.
He's
and
captain of
the parish, I was going to say. Uh-huh. So you're very much involved in the community.
Well, over the years I've had connections with the playgroup and the school and the churches and the community housing and horticultural show and the Heritage Trust. But Kirkmichael is a wonderful community and has lots of things going on, and I always liked to be in on what was going on.
Well, tonight you're going to be centre stage.
I know. It's not my scene, really.
Well, couldn't have picked a better day. Let's have a look at the ceremony now. Taking place, I think the first time I can remember anyway, outside here.
They only rang this morning to say it was going to be all outside. Yesterday they said maybe we'll just do the formal bit inside, and then people can go outside, because I'd had 1 or 2 phone calls from some of my friends and relations who are a bit worried about the COVID situation and being in an enclosed area. Mm-hmm.
So it's perfect today, isn't it? Perfect.
Yes, so and it was Rowan I was talking to, and then she rang today and said we've decided to do the whole thing outside. So,
okay. Well, congratulations again, and let's see how it all went.
This morning we heard about, some of us who were paying attention to things political, heard about a slightly controversial hybrid. It was a hybrid Tynwald. They couldn't seem to make up their mind where they were going to meet. Anyway, this is the Government House version of a hybrid investiture. We've never done this before. You're seated, that's fine. We're all together in person, but we're outside. I haven't asked whether it's legal or not, because it used to be that you couldn't get married outside. But I believe you'll be able to, I'm assuming, and don't intend to find out otherwise, that you're allowed to have an investiture outside. Ever since Diana and I came to the Isle of Man just over 5 years ago, we have regularly seen Marilyn, and more to the point, heard Marilyn at different places across the island with the piano. And we were very struck by the energy and different fora in which she applies herself. So it is very good that the Queen agrees. And I'm now going to ask my ADC, Diane Kelse, to give you a flavour of what the Queen saw in terms of a write-up of Marilyn and why she said without hesitation that Marilyn should have the BEM. Diane.
Thank you, sir. Marilyn Cannell is a lifetime supporter of music in the Isle of Man. She has been involved with the Guild for over 50 years, firstly as a competitive pianist and then as an official accompanist. Even in retirement, she continues to compete, winning 3 classes in 2019. Mrs. Cannell is music director of the Cloydrin Drama Group in Ramsey and a key figure at their entertaining pantomimes. She is also active in the Isle of Man Choral Society. A willing volunteer and a lady of many talents, Mrs. Cannell takes part in concerts all over the island, playing the piano, singing, acting and reciting poems. Organist and local preacher at Kirkmichael Methodist Church for over 20 years, Mrs. Cannell is a regular on Manx Radio's Thought for the Day. She manages the local community choir and leads the village carol service. Long associated with the Community Housing Association, she regularly visits Cannon Court to entertain the residents. She has also served as a school governor at Kirkmichael Primary School, supporting head teachers over many years. Mrs. Cannell's long service to the community was recognised by Her Majesty the Queen with the award of the British Empire Medal in the Birthday Honours List 2021. Your Excellency, Mrs. Cannell.
Marilyn, come on, over here. On behalf of Her Majesty the Queen, I'm delighted to present you with the British Empire Medal for services to the community in the Isle of Man.